We are on the 11th floor right now, and whenever I am staying in such tall buildings, I am of course concerned about my safety and security, and the primary concern is fire on the bottom floors. Now, if there's a fire on the bottom floors and we can't use the emergency stairs, then our options are limited to going way up to the roof and waiting for rescue there, or, because I don't like to wait for rescue in general, I like to take charge of my own safety, the other option is to somehow go down along the side of the building. This is what I want to talk about and quickly show you some of the things, some of the most basic things that I brought from my truck to this building, because these things were not in this building or readily available to me in this building. This is of course most basic rope, most basic fire extinguisher. Alright, this is not a basic axe because it's a collectible Soviet axe, which is awesome, but it's an axe and a crowbar. And again, most basic gloves. With rope I can rappel down, with the fire extinguisher I can fight fire, with axe I can bust down doors and locks, and gloves are of course multi-purpose, and especially they are to protect your hands against hot surfaces and fire itself. Now, the biggest point here that I wish to make is that these things, these tools are nothing special, and I actually do that. I bring them with me to tall buildings whenever I am staying in such tall buildings, and that is the biggest point of all, to actually doing it on a regular basis. And finally, what I wish to show you is this, how I would rappel down. Now again, because we have such a good situation that the balconies kind of come out and I can get to that balcony, but some of them do not step out of the building, thus it's essentially a straight fall down. So in this case, if my rope is not long enough to reach all the way down to the ground, if it can only reach one balcony down or two balcony downs, here is what I would do. I would loop it around this anchor base, essentially like this, and I would rappel down like this, holding this rope, and go down, down, down. Now it would be of course longer, but that is how I would get to the next balcony, and when I am there I would pull it and repeat the process, and that's how I would get to safety. And again, with these basic things, I am feeling way more secure, way more confident that I can tackle any challenge in this large and very tall building. We're leaving the CN Tower, and the funny story I have for all of you, as we were going down the elevator, I asked one of the assistants there, how would you do an emergency evacuation of this building? And there were four of them in the elevator, and they all looked at me as if I committed a thought crime. The situation was quite funny though, and they actually answered there are no, well, there are stairs, but they don't use them. They would evacuate through elevators, which is interesting considering the size of this building. So that's my funny story.